Ja, hallo Leute, willkommen wieder
Rover?
zurück zu
Rover,
Wuthering.
are you alright?
Ich entschuldige mich für die Störung im letzten Part, aber wir machen jetzt hier gedankenlos weiter.
Finally, I got you out of there. You must have been drawn into a different melody on our way out.
Ja, ich denke mal, wir erzählen es.
I just walked into a study and ran into a strange little girl. She seemed quite taken with the Poet Society's work.
Bist du echt so blind und
She mentioned a name.
erkennst du nicht?
Chikona Takata.
I see. I don't know who you met, but Toccata is my family name. As I said before, for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs. Just call me Chikona. We don't need to overcomplicate things. Well, we have made some progress. The melody we were in gave me a hint on what to do next.
Als nächstes müssen wir zum Ort. Richtig?
Yes. Seeing as they banished the Golden Anthem, we might find more clues in the Cathedral of Mercury.
Gut. Dann gehen wir schnipsen. Oh, verdammt. Ich wollte jetzt nicht gleich baden gehen. Dann nehmen wir stattdessen diese Katzentatze hier. Schnappen dann die nächste. Was kann ich denn damit machen? Ah. Ach so, ich kann nicht ganz vergessen, was diese Katzenfähigkeiten können. Aber dieses Miau wieder ist ziemlich niedlich. Ja, wir müssen ja noch ziemlich weit dahin hin. Da nehme ich doch ganz flott die Schnellreise. Oh, da kann man sogar nicht schnell reisen. Ist das nicht der Fahrstuhl? Ja, aber es hat uns ausreichend weit gebracht. Gut.
Wind guide me.
Habt so dramatische Musik. Na gut. Dann wird jetzt Zeit für Fratzengeballer wahrscheinlich.
Have you found her yet? No.
She's not here either. Greetings, sisters. Might I ask, have you seen someone dressed like us who likes to walk with her head down?
No. Razor doesn't like walking with her head down. She must have gotten into some trouble.
Was macht ihr alle hier? Das sind aber sehr schöne Gebälle.
Thank you for the compliment, madam. These are our ceremonial robes. We're rehearsing hymns to sing at the ceremony. Racer is our lead chorister. We took a break from rehearsing to play hide and seek. But when the time ran out, we couldn't find her. Maybe she got mad at us because we sang badly. She hasn't smiled at us much since rehearsals.
Can you tell your big sister here what hymn you're rehearsing?
The teacher says it's a hymn to honor the brave knights and the sentinel's guidance. But Razor says the hymn was written by a bunch of criminals.
Hier und Chikona wird klar, dass diese Verbrecher in Wirklichkeit Mitglieder der Goldenen Symphonie sind.
Well, which way did Racer go? We can help you look for her.
Really? She went that way.
Jetzt entführen die schon Kinder, oder wie? Okay, dann folgen wir den Weg hier weiter. Bin ich noch vorbei? Ja, tatsächlich. Bin ich noch über das See hinaus gesummt irgendjemand. Dann ist sie hier. Das ist sie. Mein Gesicht verpasst sie jetzt ja nicht wirklich.
Such a beautiful voice, isn't it?
You're the laureate. And you are?
My name is Chikona.
A friend of mine.
Don't be scared. We're only here so that you can finish your game of hide and seek.
Hide and seek, right. Myron and the others are waiting for me.
How about a little chat first? Something's troubling you. I can tell.
What? Of course not. The ceremony is coming up, and the choir still has so much to rehearse.
Young ones today have so much talent. If I had the chance, I'd love to learn how to sing hymns. You know, our laureate here definitely knows how to sing hymns.
Allerdings. Sag mir einfach, was dich bedrückt.
It's just... Before the performance, the choir has to listen to the same music, recite the same lyrics, and do the same rehearsals every day. What's more, the hymn we're practicing, it was composed by bad people. Myron and the others never complain. They're always eager to sing praises to the Sentinel on but now their dreams are all dashed because of me. Myron, Patero, and Shear's voices are in perfect harmony, but I can never keep up. And I don't like this hymn. Myron and the others are too young to realize that heresy is a grave offense. But I know. I just don't understand why the Order wants us to sing songs written by criminals. The more I thought about it, the more out of rhythm I became. In the end, I could barely sing at all.
Aber der Gesang der eben war doch wunderschön.
That song just now. I've already forgotten how it's supposed to sound.
Well,
Stimme kenne ich,
what
glaub
do you
ich,
think a
irgendwo.
hymn should sound like?
A hymn, as the books state, is a song of praise for the Sentinel who leads the lost to the abundant lands.
No, not that. I mean, how does it make you feel? Try to remember what you were feeling when you were singing alone in the corner just now.
I didn't want to hold everyone back. And I really wanted to help everyone have a great performance at the ceremony.
Then hold on to that feeling. Let's rehearse again. You don't have anyone sitting in on your rehearsals, do you?
Uh-huh. No.
Well then, the laureate and I will be the first to hear you perform.
Okay, wir reisen also wieder in die Buchwelt. Gesang aus den alten Tagen, Gesang aus den alten Tagen erklingt erneut doch der Auftritt des Chors scheint auf Schwierigkeiten zu stoßen, da eine Reihenstuhl vom Geplapper der Menge übertönt werden.
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage, with the Poets Society leading them. Looks like it's a ceremony of some kind. It sounds like...
Ein Lobgesang auf die Herrschaft des Ordens.
On the surface, yes. The Order certainly upheld Raguna's prosperity and stability. The poets, praised for their songs to honor the Sentinel, earned the Order's favor. Despite their banishment, their works still serve the Order's cause today. But this, my friend, doesn't strike the right chord we need to follow.
Okay.
Simply knowing the Order once stood with the poets doesn't reveal the true reason behind their banishment.
Wenn die Licher Gesellschaft einst mit dem Orden verbunden waren, wurden sie dann verraten. So, müssen das gedrückt halten. So. Ja gut, sammeln wir das mal ein. Noten wiederholen. Ja gut, dann geben wir noch mal wieder ein bisschen Inspiration aus. Nehmen wir mal das.
Vanished and forever stripped of the right to sing for the Sentinel and the Order. That much is true. The Order's records say as much. But there's still something missing. If such an important melody is lost, we won't be able to find the link between the poets and the Order.
Es ist vorbei, doch je länger du auf die Ruinen starrst, desto mehr spürst du dann die entscheidende Energie fehlen. Okay. Ja gut, theoretisch schnappen wir uns dann jetzt. Wiederholen.
It sounds like a song celebrating the knights who defeated the Tacit Discords at Whisperwind Haven. Wait, someone's approaching the stage.
Degenerates! Arrogant hypocrites, every last one of you! You have no idea what happened! Not at all! Has the Order reduced our sacrifices to mere tales to be told over tea? The Sentinel's blessing! Ah! Where were you when we fought the Tacit Discords at Whisperwind Haven? Where were any of you? Where was the Sentinel? We didn't fight for the Sentinel or for the damned Order. We fought for ourselves.
This is madness! Who is this madman? Someone remove him from here immediately. Do not be deceived. All knights who rode into that battle wielded swords sanctified by the Order. They fought.
What he said about the common folk, is it true? Tell me, were they also sent to fight at Whisperwind Haven?
What a mess. I suppose this incident is what changed the Poet Society. Strange. Why is this passageway so long? This is the same study I stumbled into in the Realm of Melody.
Afternoon tea! Yes, please. The odd tea and biscuits, miss. I'll reapply the medicine once you've finished. Next time, no more climbing walls. Understood? There, I understand. You've always been a curious child. You saw something terribly interesting and snuck out to take a closer look. Wait. Is it raspberry? Look at this. This book says the flower doesn't live long. But that's silly. I know it can survive the coldest of winters. Maybe one day I'll become a great bard. Miss, this study is a secret. You must never tell a soul. I understand. But I've always wondered, why do people say they're guilty? There are so many interesting poems and songs here. Why won't Father let me see them? Oh, you'll understand when you're older, miss.
Die Öffentlichkeit beginnt, die Werke der Gesellschaft zu hinterfragen. Im Zweifel sogar die Dichter selbst an ihre Schöpfung, nicht wahr?
Oh, what splendid singing! Even the laureate was enraptured.
No, eher weniger. Chorgesang ist nicht gerade mein Genre.
Racer did wonderfully. Thanks to you, I figured it out. Sincerity is what truly matters when we pray and sing praises to...
Yes, a hymn isn't just a few lines of history. It is shaped by your feelings and experiences. A hymn may differ in each person's eyes, but its resonance and meaning are universal. I hope you'll give the audience a spectacular performance on the day of the ceremony.
Chorsängerin Racer verabschiedet sich, um die anderen Kinder zu proben. Nachdem sie gegangen ist, beginnt... Weiß ich nicht.
So, what did you see in Racer's melody?
Deswegen lese ich auch nie die ganzen Geschichten vor. Weil die eh verschwinden.
The Poets Society was criticized for glorifying the knights over the common folk during one of their hymn performances.
Sie stehen aneinander vorbei, sehe ich
Their
gerade.
assumptions were challenged, so they traveled to the knights' encampment at Whisperwind Haven to verify the truth for themselves.
This incident may have been the turning point for the Poets Society. Did you find any other clues?
Ich bin wieder
Next time we venture into the realm of melodies, perhaps we should tie our hands together to stop you from getting lost. If the Order's choir is pointing us to Whisperwind Haven, then that's where we'll find more clues. Let's go.
Da gehen wir. Dann bewegen wir uns mal dorthin. Wo ist denn der Ort? Ach, hier ist ja glücklicherweise direkt. Ein Ort. weiter. So. Dann rein da.
I've heard of these nights during my travels. This should be where their old encampment stood. But there don't seem to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first.
So. Wie mache ich nochmal? Wie setze ich nochmal die Fähigkeiten hier ein? So. Muss ich hier wohl erstmal sauber machen. Das ist so ja. Gut. Hurra, der Kammerjäger ist da. So. Den Staubpapier jetzt erstmal weg. Dann geht's weiter mit einer Cutscene. Nö, das lese ich mir nicht durch.
These bonfire poets were no doubt members of the Poet Society. The note says they had wandered the area looking for inspiration. To find the melody, we should try to follow the route they once took. Perhaps inspiration will strike us along the way.
Hoffen wir. Gut. Aber wo soll ich jetzt hin?
One the sound.
Also, dann fahren wir da eben schnell hin. Upsala. Hier zum letzten Ort. Jetzt mit dem letzten Ort der Liefer. Mich zufällig gerade hier steht einsetzen. So kann ich momentan nicht einsetzen. Okay, schade. Aber dann müssen wir auf die klassische Weise hier rüberführen. Naja, nicht dass die Schulung wäre oder so. Gegner ist ein Problem. Gut. Das Moveset ist ja sowieso sehr entspannt. Schön flott. Ah, die Wolken in diesem Land, die sehen echt geil aus. Und da oben war gerade sogar die Akademie, wo wir mit Kinder da waren. Und,
This was the last stop on their route. Oh, the view just now as we soared in the sky was just breathtaking. What is it? Has anything come to mind?
es ist der Wind.
Oh, yes. How did I miss that? The wind is the finest recorder of melodies. It rises from the primal, churning endlessly, echoing in our ears without end. I believe the melodies left by the Poet Society were witnessed by the wind, and it will carry them to us.
Was machst du da?
Playing a tune, of course. I want to capture the mood they must have felt when they were here. I'm curious as to what they left behind.
Giacona spielt auf ihrem Instrument, der Wind rauscht und die Melodie der Dichter.
Rimbo and Selena must have returned to Raguna by now. That lithograph of the Sentinel's true form. It has to be here somewhere. Did that gentleman guide us intentionally? Who exactly was he? Backpack stuffed with papers claiming to be a common artist traveling in search of inspiration. Yet he spoke like a nobleman. But I can't afford to think about that now. If not for his help, we'd still be singing praises to a false sentinel. He's right. We cannot continue to sing for the... We must enlighten the people of Raguna. The Knights of the Order defend only the Order's interests, and so... The time has come for us to be...
It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well. On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form. And this hidden lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth.
Okay. Brauchen wir anscheinend den Sensor. Ja. Der ist hier. So, hier. Hier müssen wir gucken.
Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw at Avenolium?
Kann ich dir nicht mehr sagen. Die Lithografie zeigt einen sich aufbauenden dessen Gestalt mit der des Jüngling übereinstimmt. So in Avenolium besonders. Wie Zwillinge.
So the poets were indeed banished for uncovering the Order's secrets. Even under interrogation, they held their silence. It wasn't until they met this mysterious man and learned the truth that they chose to become Knights of Raguna. Resentment and curses are not songs of their own style. As for the true mastermind, we still have no direct proof linking him to the Order. We must confront his lies and put an end to these daemon incidents. But once the truth of the Golden Anthem at Imperator is revealed, it will no longer be just a matter of daemons. But is now the right time?
Guck mal, da ist die Akademie, Leute.
The will of the people is strong. This mastermind is so sure that the lies about the Sentinel will go undiscovered and that no one will easily believe the truth. The truth exists to be uncovered. All we need is to plant the seeds of doubt in the people's hearts and let them
Yes. Let's get going then. We'll go back to Margarita's. It's where our story began, and it's where it must end.
Wo sind wir denn jetzt? Ach, bei der Pizzeria von der Mutter. Okay, dann reden wir mal mit ihr.
Miss Margarita!
Well, hello, hello. If it isn't Rover and Chacona.
Jetzt erkennt euch.
Well, Miss Chacona is a regular around here, you know. I've even asked her to perform a few times. Helps bring in the crowds.
Actually, I've come to ask a favor of you today, Miss Margarita. I'm sure you've heard the rumors circulating lately. About the Poets Society's legacy. There's something important we'd like to share. Could you help us gather everyone?
Not a problem at all. Did you make any big discoveries? I'm so curious about what
Bitte stimmt eure Reputation und sich dann eine beachtliche Menge versammelt. Was ist eigentlich aus Kalata geworden? Kommt die auch nochmal vor? Chacona entwickelt euch auf eine spontane und gewichtete Bühne in der Familie.
Rover, we'll begin when you're ready.
Auf geht's, ich glaube an dich. Eine Pizza. Die Bühne ist bereit, du bist zurück bei Margarita, bereit, Wahrheit hinter den Dämonen zu wecken, doch anstatt Wahrheit zu versuchen, steht Chacona, der mir eine Frage. Die Antwort werde am folgenden Tag Odyssee und Abschluss enthüllt werden. Nur durch diese Versuche ein größeres Publikum umzulocken, in der Welt, wo das Leben des Vaters ist.
The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail, becoming the stars of their own final act. We all know how that tale ended. A great fire consumed the ship, dragging it to icy depths, and the poets of the Golden Anthem with it. But hear this. Banishment did not breed hatred in their hearts for our city. And the flame, if you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children there still sing hymns written by the poets of the Golden Anthem. And yet, not a single daemon has appeared. Even as those poets faced their end.
Aber erstmal so ein schönes Bild. Da, also die
As the fire
Illustration gefallen mir
filled the
sowieso
ship's
immer sehr gut.
cabins, they penned their last poems with death drawing near. Perhaps they were greeted by the Sentinel in their final moments. Or perhaps they fell silently toward... If the poets truly meant to curse Raguna, why would they write such obscure poems? Why not simply leave their works behind in Raguna? No. This charade. It was carefully crafted, twisting their work to conceal the truth. We already have... No. Tomorrow, at the Odyssey Opera House, I will reveal the truth. Until then, I thank you all for your patience.
Chacona wird Fragen übernommen, bis die Wahrheit werden auf einer größeren Bühne enthüllt wird. Gar nicht. Die ganze Geschichte.
This can't... this is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
Loria, is this all real? What do you mean by the truth? Did you discover something? The poets of the Golden Anthem, they were...
Der Drahtzieher.
Fascinating story indeed. You've certainly piqued everyone's curiosity. The speech you made just now,
You're implying the poets of the Golden Anthem were framed and their works deliberately misinterpreted.
Exactly. Someone used the story of the Golden Anthem to stir the public's curiosity. This is what...
If memory serves, official records of the Order of the Deep state the poets... Surely you're not suggesting this was all the Order's doing? I dare say, such remarks would be considered a grave crime.
Are you from a noble family? The city's elite have a habit of siding with the Order.
I'm afraid you misunderstand. I admit, I do get that question quite often. Your presentation brings me back to a play I wrote in my youth. A group of birds, locked inside a cage. Convinced they will never fly, they do nothing but stand on a perch. Then, one day, the cage door opened. The young birds flapped their fragile wings, attempting to fly. Many consider their fate a tragic one.
I see it differently. Even if they met their end falling into the abyss, they still had a chance to glimpse the sky and spread their wings.
And what of those who chose to remain in the cage, having witnessed their predecessors fall to their demise? Will they dare to reach for the skies, after realizing the cost of choosing to fly? Does the truth exist to protect, or to harm? Miss Poet, I look forward to tomorrow's arrival.
Ich aber auch. Und Carlotta. Die kommt auch nochmal her. Sie wird nicht so wirklich erfreut, sie zu sehen. Aber ich schon.
A splendid retaliation. I witnessed all of your performance. Like everyone present, I too eagerly anticipate tomorrow's arrival.
Vielleicht ist so
As expected, the Order's fingerprints are all over it. According to our inside sources, it was none other than acolytes from the Order who salvaged the poet's lost works from the wreckage. They've long known of their existence. It's possible this was a sham all along. Choosing to make it public now likely means they're using those poems to obscure the real truth. Now, considering the fact that the untraceable article first began circulating among poets, musicians, I think it's fair to say its author is a regular of such secret circles. He may even be the resonator we've speculated about. His collusion with the Order is why these rumors are allowed to run rampant in the streets. I'll have someone follow this secret circle's trail and see what we can find. We should also share these findings with Chacona. As a poet, her insights would be much appreciated.
Ihr seht euch um, findet ihr kein Spur von Chiak.
That's strange. She was just there a moment ago.
Just like when we were children. Gone without a trace. And she and her family disappeared without even a goodbye. Ms. Margarita, have you seen Chacona?
Miss Chacona? She was squirreling off towards the harbour earlier. I thought that's where you were meeting. She did look quite down, though. Never seen her wear such a gloomy face before.
Thank you for letting us know, Ms. Margarita.
Why don't we split up and look for her at the harbor?
Ja gut, dann suchen wir sie getrennt. Aber, ich würde sagen, wir treffen sie im nächsten Part. Und ich sage dann, bis dann und ciao. Und beende den zweiten Teil des 41. Parts.